Hi, my name is Tony Wang, and I'm the founder and general manager of the Cat Cafe in San Diego. I'm currently working in sales in the software division of a digital media agency. My business is a combination of a coffee shop and an animal adoption facility. People will come in and they'll be able to buy a high quality cup of coffee and some pastries. They'll also have the opportunity to interact with loving, adoptable cats. Cat Cafes started in Taiwan, they spread to Japan, and since then have moved throughout the world. They've been opened in Europe, specifically Paris and London, and those cat cafes open to waiting lists of months. This is great for the animals because it allows them the opportunity to get exposure, and it frees up space at our animal rescue partner. It's also good for the customers because the simple act of petting a cat reduces stress, reduces blood pressure, and releases endorphins. I'm seeking $100,000 for a 10% stake in the company, and I have the valuations to back that up. The funding will be used to fund the construction and build out of the facility and to increase the amenities to make it a more pleasant experience for the customers. Since the cats are the main attraction, additional funding will allow us to make the facilities more comfortable for them. Happier cats means cats that interact with the customers more. It makes it much more likely they'll be adopted, and it makes for a much better customer experience. The cats. The pop-up cat cafe that was opened by Purina in New York had an hours-long waiting list. That's why I'm confident this can be successful in the United States and here in San Diego. Right now, nowhere else in the United States can the simple act of buying a cup of coffee change an animal's life. For the cats who are adopted through us, or the animals who are able to be taken in by our animal rescue partner because of the space that we free up, this will change their life for the better. We've got a fully developed business plan in place, and we're working with the appropriate agencies to get the permits we need. Once that's completed, we're ready to move in. I came up with the idea of the business after reading about the success of the cat cafes in Paris and London. San Diego is a very pet-friendly city, and I figured if they can make it work in those cities, why can't we make it work in the United States? Even though it was only a temporary pop-up facility, the success of the Cat Cafe in New York made me confident I'll be able to succeed here as well. I've got approximately $20,000 of my own money that I'll be putting into this business, with additional funds coming from friends and family. More funding will allow me to take this business to a higher level more quickly. I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset. You need one to succeed in sales, and I've been doing sales for approximately 20 years. Every person opening a business these days seems to claim that they will make the world a better place. I can honestly say that for the animals who are adopted through my business, the world will be a better place. Ultimately, the goal is to find homes for adoptable cats. But I also want to show that this business can work in the United States and help other entrepreneurs who want to set up similar businesses in other cities. When I got out of college, I'd have been the last person you would thought to do something like this. Many years ago, my sister adopted a couple of cats, and they grew on me. Since then, I've adopted 2 cats of my own, Bagheera and JC, and now I'm starting a business to help homeless cats find homes. People have been asking me questions like, can I bring my cat to your place? Will the cats be serving coffee? The answer to that question is no. I've also had some challenges explaining the concept to regulators, and I've had to emphasize that the animals and the coffee will be separated. My friends and family love the idea, and my father and sister have contributed to the startup funding. My friends have called the idea things like rad, really cool, awesome, and they've said they can't wait until it opens. Here's what one of our supporters had to say.
Seemed very interesting and a good idea for somebody to do, especially in San Diego, because because a lot of people love animals, and there's plenty done for the dogs already. I think it's time for the cats to have their share in the spotlight and to be happy, and since it will save some cats' lives and make people happy, people who've maybe like me, who had a cat for 15 years and more, and I had to put my cat to sleep, so now I'd have a place that I can come visit some cats until I get another one, and just see the difference. Cats have so many different personalities. You might think a cat is a cat, you know, meow meow, but no, they're all different. You'll find the friendly ones, the feisty ones, the sleepy ones. There's just so many variety of cats, and they choose who they want to be friendly with, but not that they're going to be unfriendly, but they're sometimes more friendly to people. And the more you would come to a cafe like this, you'd have your certain favorite cats that would recognize you, and you could, you know, just enjoy the day with a date or whatever, and your cats, and just have a good time.
Thanks for taking the time to learn about the Cat Cafe. I look forward to explaining the concept to you in more detail in person.